Hi, this is Nancy and Tommy again. And I just wanted to go over, we did start doing some rock tumbling, so just wanted to go over some of this. So at the end of it, when it's all done, we want to show you what it looks like. I had, when I went to the Wyoming the Wyoming Mineral and Gem Society, I did the auction. I got this here, if you can see in this picture. I got this jade here for I think $1, and this pictured rock, and this is what is that called? Let me get that Verde Antique right there. And some other really cool rocks. And anyways, I put them in the tumbler. Can you zoom in there? Can you do this way? Anyways. And then also, I've already tumbled these the first time. Also, I went on a jade hunt. And this is all jade that I got off of a claim of my friend Tom's claim. And we put this all in a tumbler because I want to see what it looks like after being tumbled. You see it's really rough. And this is after it going the first step. I haven't went the second step. And this is all jade. Let me show you this here. This is, in those pictures we just showed you, this is what it looks like after the first step. And some of it, you can see the green on the edge of it. And this stuff right here is pretty small. If it's, I can't see that really good, can you? See the little bit of green on there. Some of this really small jade, I'm not going to tumble again because it's just too small. There's some really nice ones in there. Look at that, isn't that pretty? That's all jade, Wyoming jade, which is actually nephrite. And here's some really nice stuff that doesn't show up real good. And that's the first tumble. So, and this is, well, hopefully this will come out, look really pretty when we're done tumbling it. And this is that Verde Antique from California. It's starting to look really nice. And then this rock is so cool. I don't know what this is, but it's got some kind of really cool dendrites. It looks like there's plants in there. And this one, and look at this one here. That is so cool. Here's another one. It's so cool. So what we're going to do with all of this is we're going to start our second step with it. And then when it's completely done, we'll film it to see the final, what it looks like at the end. And also, if you watched our last video of our rock cutting, that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to tumble a lot of those rocks we cut, that banded iron, this fossil from California. And now this fossil, hopefully it'll survive the tumbling and not all fall to pieces, but I'm really curious to see what that's going to look like. And here's the Lysite Agate that we cut. So we're going to throw that all in this tumbler right here. And a piece of wood I cut, I'm going to throw that in there. Some more Lysite Agate. That rock that I cut. This is the rocks that we cut from our yard. This is the rock from our yard. Throw that in there. This is also the rock from our yard. If you watch the one where I showed you our polished rocks, so the rocks what we find in our yard. This was some of it that was already polished. We're going to polish some more of that. And then an agate. And this is some cut off pieces of petrified wood. Throw that in there. And some green rock. Have no idea what it is, but we're just going to see what it looks like when it's tumbled. I don't know what that is. Looks like it could be some, I don't know, some kind of fossil or some kind of algae or something. An agate, and I have no idea. It's really like, this might be some kind of volcanic rock. It may just completely disintegrate, or maybe there's something under there that's really pretty. We'll find out. Another piece of petrified wood that I cut off, and I just grabbed some rocks that are laying around. Let's see what they look like at the end. Another one of those And this green rock I found over there outside in our yard, and I'm just curious to see what it's going to look like. I'm gonna, oh, where's my other flashlight? Oh, here it is. And we're going to throw some of this opal in there. This came, from our claim. Throw that in there. And some rock from our yard. This. And some more Lysite Agate. This has got some druzy on it. It's really pretty. But see what that looks like when it's done. And then I have some wood here. I'm going to see. I don't know if I'll be able to put all this wood in there, but we'll see how much it will take. And it might take it all. It might not. That's a nice little piece of limb. I might have to just take some of this out. And so we haven't started the first step of this, so we have 4 steps. So this is going to take us probably 40 days or longer. I think I'm going to leave this one out because it's kind of full. So we will see you when this is completely done. We'll film it, and then when this is completely done, we'll film it, because this is going into the second step. We're going to put it in 2 3-pound, and this is I thought it was 10, but it might be 15. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi. So we are done. The last video I showed you the small barrels that we had were polishing. I think it was in their going in the final step, and then the big barrel was going in their 3rd step. But they're both finished now, and I wanted to show you. This is the first barrel. This is all the jade that I polished. It is just really pretty. Some of it still has that white rind on it. Well, that's not jade. And then there's a piece. I don't know if this one will show up as well. Yeah, you see that? I don't know if this one will show up. Oh, you can see a little bit of green on the edge. That's all the jade. And then this is that picture jasper that we got at the auction for like $1. This is that one piece from California. I think it was Antique Stoddard something. Pretty cool. These 3 pieces are gorgeous. Look at that. Gorgeous. And this one, some kind of moss agate in there. Moss agate is made from manganese dendrites. It forms, and it looks like little plants in there. But that is just, I'm not exactly sure where I got that rock. And here's another rock. I think that was in my shed. And another agate I just threw in there. And some petrified algae, some petrified wood, and some agates, and so this bit of a stromatolite right here. Stromatolite, I think this is jade. Stromatolite right there. And this is either wood or algae. And this is definitely wood. Just some agates. Looks like some kind of calcite rock. Could be wrong, I'm not a geologist, just a rock hound. And a piece of petrified algae. So that was our first batch. A piece of jasper. That's our first batch. And then in our big batch, we have, this is a piece of petrified wood that I cut off from another piece of my rock saw and just polished it up. some black stuff over there by the Shirley Basin Petrified Forest. I'll have to do a video about that Petrified Forest. And some of the wood. This is a piece that I cut off from another piece that's outside and cut it in half. Made bookends from it. And so this is all petrified wood. This is a little limb cast. I think I'm going to enter that into the fair this year as my sole piece of petrified wood. They like those little full limb cast. This is polished petrified wood. This is that piece of Lysite Agate. Remember when I first started polishing it, there was all that druzy around here with crystals and stuff. One thing, if you want to keep drusies and crystals on your rock, don't tumble it. But it turned out beautiful. It's gorgeous. Some more petrified wood. And here's that agate that I got, that I caught. If you watch my video of cutting rocks, I had a video of rocks that I cut, and this is one of the rocks that I found in my yard that I cut. I think I have some more pieces in here from that. Here's a piece of petrified wood with some algae attached to it. I find that a lot in Wyoming. Combination petrified wood and algae. This is that banded iron that was so fractured, and actually, and it shined out really pretty. There's still some fractures in it, and some of the pieces broke. What I do with this broken stuff, because it's got like these jagged edges, I'll just throw it in the tumbler again in the next cycle and smooth it out again. There's a few of those that'll go back in, and then some that are just, and it shined up pretty, but you can see this here fracture right in there. But it's real pretty. I don't know where they got this banded iron, because my granddaughter got it at the auction we have every February. Looks like a piece of algae. I think this is all algae right here. Some kind of ancient sea or algae, or however that's formed. And the pretty green rock. And a black rock. I have no idea what it is. Another black rock. That's pretty. Shines up beautiful. Another piece of Lysite Agate. Or, yeah, I think that's Lysite Agate. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that's so gorgeous. And here's the rest of that. Oh, here's another piece of that rock from my yard. See if it shows up better. Yeah, there we go. This piece right here that didn't shine real good in the light is the end piece. It's a lot thicker. This is one of the middle pieces. So here's that Lysite Agate. Here's the end piece of that Lysite Agate. I Lysite Agate is so varied. So it's got all this different kind of jaspers and agates in it, and druzy, and this is all that. That's another one from my yard. Another one from my yard. And that's all from the same rock. But this is all Lysite Agate. See, look at it. It's just so pretty. There's a bigger piece that didn't break up that much. Of course, I have a lot of the pieces that didn't fracture and break after I cut them, that I'm just left alone, not putting in the end. There's like that druzy up here, just all smoothed out now. Here's an agate. Real pretty. Just an agate I threw in there. Have so many rocks around my yard. just take buckets. I'm like, oh, let's polish this bucket up. As you'll see in my next video. And then just another black rock. I mean, not black rock, green rock. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think that is jade. I did a density test on a bunch of my jade over here to make sure it was at the Nephrite Jade density, and it all of it that I tested was. This is some rock I found in my yard. Yeah, it's got some blue, some green. I have no idea what it is, but and some white and some agate. I don't know what that blue and green is. Here's a beautiful rock. I need to cut this. I don't think I polished this in this batch, but I got in here somehow because there's like some agate at the tip here, and then the rest of the stuff is green. It's not jade, so I need to cut it. I was thinking about putting it on my rock cutter. Grab it right here and then cut some slices, starting here like that. And this is some of that. If you watch my video where I cut the rocks, this isn't the one. One of them I cut and I threw in here to the tumbler. A few pieces. Some of it fell apart. And that was an agate I found in my backyard. Another piece of it. Another piece that broke that will go back in. Smooth that out. And this is that fossil that I got at the auction from California. It didn't really polish up that well, but it shrank a lot. I mean, it lost a lot of its volume. I didn't polish up, but it's still a kind of a cool looking rock, whatever kind of fossil that is from California. Some more green rocks. Looks like some kind of jasper in there. A little bit jasper too. And here's another green rock that I found in my yard. It is beautiful. And I tested this for the gravity of nephrite, and it's got a density of 3, which is just because something has a density of nephrite jade does not mean it's nephrite. That's just one of the things you can do to rule out whether it can or can't be. Because if it doesn't meet the density of nephrite, you can rule it out. If it meets the density, then there are other tests that you need to do. Or just call your local jade expert and ask them, is this jade or not? So I think it's beautiful. It may be jade, it may not be jade, but it's pretty. And that is this video of the rocks from our last video of polishing rocks. So. Thank you very much.